Hi, Cheryl Mays from Rise and Shine CF. We are a training company where we train to make better leaders, better employees, and better processes. And today is our Thinking Lean Six Sigma recap from this morning. You have an opportunity to see the other videos for the entire segment by going to my Facebook at riseandshine.success, as well as on YouTube. So we're going to go ahead and get started. So this is a recap, and I always start out with asking the questions when you might say, why does this apply to me? Here are the questions that you should ask yourself. Is there a better way for you to run your business? Is there any area of potential waste? And go back to segment 1, where we talk about all of the areas of waste. Is there room for efficiency in your flow and speed? And is there an opportunity for you to maximize the value to your customers? And so those are the questions that you ask yourself to say, wait a second, is this even for me? And if you give ponder to those questions, then it's something for you to look into, or at least to have another conversation about. So I'm going to do this very quick in the who, what, when, where, and why. So who? Those are the businesses that ask those questions to themselves and decided, wait a second, I fit in that category. That's the who. Why? Because it's going to increase your customer retention, because it is about customer first thinking. So you are going to think like the customer on quality, speed, and cost. It's going to allow your employees' capabilities to be increased, to enhance them, because they're going to work on teams. They're going to work as a part of the process to come up with solutions to the process improvement project. They're going to be the ones that uses data and facts to tell the other employees, this is why this is not just another improvement process, but this is something that's going to help us as employees, it's going to help our customers to have a better experience, and it's going to allow the company to remain sustainable. The third reason is because it's going to increase your profit margin. Companies are always looking for ways to cut costs. That's what we do. We try to find ways to cut costs. Oftentimes, where we miss is looking at the process. So it's going to allow us to cut costs. Now, Dr. Eric Deming, he has done extensive work on Lean Six Sigma actually in Japan. And he has a rule, it's the 96-4. And it says 96% of the issues that happen are in the way the work is done. That's the process. And 4% are actually under the control of the individual. So that's the why. What? Using Lean Six Sigma. Now, Lean Six Sigma is overall a concept where you eliminate your waste, you increase your quality, and you increase your efficiency and flow. And all of that happens in concert, because when you have the ability to streamline your processes, then you have the ability to eliminate the waste, those things that are not adding value, and that could be time, it could be motion, it could be inventory. There is a series of things that could be considered waste. And so Lean Six Sigma allows you to identify those areas, to put a plan in place to eliminate those areas, and to put a plan in place for sustainability, which is truly what you want. Where does it happen? It happens in multiple areas. There's 4 keys to Lean Six Sigma. There's the customer themselves. That's your external customer as well as your internal customer. There is in the processes, that is improving the processes, eliminating those variations, the defects, eliminating those bottlenecks and constraints. The third area is in the teamwork, having a team put together whose sole focus is on this improvement process and making sure it is sustainable, making sure that it stays at the top of people's mind. And that's where the champion comes in, that senior level individual that actually champions the project. Because if it stays in the forefront of everyone's mind, then every day, every individual is working towards the strategy, achieving the business strategy of the company. When to do it? It's continuous. Once you identify what those defects and variations are, in order to enable that it not happen again, you put a sustainability in program, a sustainability method in place. The goal, and why this is the goal, is because Lean Six Sigma, the goal is to get to Six Sigma. And when you get there, you actually have 3.4% of defects per millionth opportunity. And what that means is you are operating at a level of 99.996% defect free, which means you are operating to the value of your customer. That's going to allow you for sustainability. Now, the lower you get on the Lean Six Sigma levels, the higher you have for the amount of defects, and it increases exponentially. So the goal for you is to get to Six Sigma, and that's why you put a plan in place for sustainability. And then that team that you designated can now move on to the next areas that are needing improvement. So that's the snapshot. That is Lean Six Sigma in a snapshot. You can see why it is worth looking at for any business. It doesn't matter the size, it doesn't matter the product or the service. There's always room to look for process thinking. This is Cheryl Mays from Rise and Shine CF, and thank you for joining me. Please share this video, like the video. If you're watching it on YouTube, subscribe so that you can be alerted when there are additional videos coming, and there will be. Have a fabulous day. Thank you so much.